same company.
Okay.
And we worked together the whole time I was over there.
Okay. All right. And what was the training like? A parts and supply specialist. What was that? What was the essence?
Well,
of that?
mostly in school we just had to deal with paperwork and all and requisitioning. Well, they showed us how to requisition tools.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so when I was in Vietnam, that's all I did.
Okay. All right.
Mostly.
Okay. All right. So when you now let's just say you're at the end of your AIT at Fort Eustis, you took a leave then as far as heading.
Yes, I only took 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. 2 weeks. Okay. And what did you do during those 2 weeks?
Well, partied mostly.
Okay. back home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, I was home. Well, by that time, my father had gone to. I think he was staying in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
He was working on bridges.
Okay.
And I got a job cleaning the bridges before military.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Washington, D.C. On the east side, and I was doing construction work.
Okay.
Mixing mortar.
Okay. Okay.
I had to keep bricklayer supplied, you know, with brick, mud, and well, that's basically all it was.
Okay. How'd you happen to enlist in the Army?
Because of my 2 friends that was in there.
The buddy? Oh, your 2 friends. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I said I wanted to go in and get it over with.
Okay. Because you had a feeling you would probably get drafted anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at the end of your leave, what happened then? Where did you go?
Well, I took the leave. I went back to Fort Eustis, and then I went straight to Vietnam.
Oh, okay. All right. And what company were you? Were you attached to a company at Eustis, or did you attach once you got to
I
Vietnam?
was attached to a company, but I don't remember the name of the company.
Okay. Okay. All right. When you left Fort Eustis, did all of you go together? Did you go separately? Or how?
No, we went together. We went by train to Oakland, California,
Okay.
and from there we stayed. I think it was a week, and then we went the rest of the way by plane.
By plane. All right. Well, when you went by train, was that your first train ride?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what was that like?
Well, it was nice, but you know, it was a lot of people on the train that we couldn't associate with.
Were civilians?
You know, yes, civilians we couldn't associate with, and the people in the military, we couldn't stay in the same car. The blacks couldn't stay in the same car as the whites.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
In '62?
In '62.
Wow. Well, it would have been '63 then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was '63.
Okay.
But when I was going to Fort Eustis, Virginia, the bus driver stopped at a restaurant, and blacks couldn't even eat in the restaurant.
You in? Wow. What state? Were you
And that was in uniform.
Wow.
I think that was in South Carolina. I believe it was in South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Civil rights stuff was getting just
Right.
boiled, starting to boil right around that time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So was the train ride? How many days did it take you to get there?
I believe it was 3. I believe it was either 2 or 3 days. 3 days, I believe it was.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, you found it an okay trip. It's just. Okay.
Yes, I found it to be okay. Other than that.
Okay. Okay. And once you got to Oakland, I assume they assigned you to a barracks, or were you still kind of like?
We were in a barracks.
Okay.
You know, I don't remember the, base or anything, but it was a barracks. We stayed in the barracks.
Right.
It was myself and I guess everybody that was on the train.
Right. But were you in a company at this time, or you were just in transit, so to speak?
It was just in transit.
In transit, so everybody was kind of like,
Right.
Your company was in Vietnam, you were going to
Right.
be assigned to. Okay. All right. And what did you do while you were in Oakland for that week, so to speak?
Well, I wrote letters, partied at night, went to nightclubs.
Okay.
So that's basically all I did.
Okay. All right. So and obviously you had friends with you, if all of you guys
Yes.
that came from school together and stuff like that. Yeah. So what did it feel like knowing that you were going to Vietnam?
Well, they showed us movies at Fort Eustis, Virginia, but they said, wouldn't anybody be going there?
Oh.
You know. But it ended up the whole class.
Yeah. And you were getting there early before the fires really started going over in Vietnam, I think, right?
Well, they said that it wasn't going to be bad, but it was bad then.
Okay.
You know, because we had gunners flying in from Schofield Barracks, I believe it was, and you know, some of them were getting messed up pretty bad.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, now you're at your end of your week in Oakland, and you get on a plane. You recall what kind of plane it was?
It was a Pan Am.
Oh, civilian plane. I mean, a commercial plane. Was it all GIs on the plane?
Yes.
Okay.
And, well, coming back from Vietnam, it was Flying Tiger Airlines.
Okay. All right. Headed over there, you on a Pan Am. Would that have been your first airplane ride?
Yes.
Okay. And how did that?
It was all right.
It was all right. Okay. Probably much better than a ship, I'm sure. Well,
Oh, sure.
it would take you 30
The
days.
ship, yeah, right, 30 days.
Yeah. Okay. So where did you land? What city?
It was in Saigon, I believe.
Saigon? Okay. Do you remember what month this would have been? Right about it. I know it's 63.
It was either March or April.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you landed in Saigon in April '63. And what was your first impression of Vietnam?
The smell,
Smell
you know,
was what was that?
it just smelled terrible.
Wow. The air.
Yes, it was in the air, but I guess it was from people doing the business on the street or in the street.
Oh.
You know, it just smelled terrible.
Oh. Okay. All right. So once you're in Saigon, how long were you in? And what actually happened once you got to Saigon?
Once I got to Saigon, they put us on a truck and we went to Benoit.
Okay. Do you remember how many miles that might have been from?
It was 15 miles from Saigon.
Okay. All right. And what was that Benoit?
It was Air Force and Army. Well, it was just a camp.
A camp, okay, but it wasn't an airstrip or anything.
It was an airstrip there, but it wasn't large enough for the Pan Am to land.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was. They had small Air Force planes, and they had. Well, they did have a U-2 that landed there later.
Okay.
But it was just it was an airstrip.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you recall they had jets, or was it more just reconnaissance, Piper kind of things?
yes,
Okay.
it wasn't any jets.
Okay. All right. All right. So how long did you stay at Benoit? Was that
I stayed there the whole time.
Okay.
573rd Aviation
Okay.
Company.
Okay. Was that the Army Aviation Company?
Yes.
Okay.
It was attached to the 118th.
Okay. All right. And what was this, the job of this aviation company? What did they do?
Well, we supplied the the helicopters with parts,